Hello, this is Carpybushcraft, and today I want to discuss about weapons that you should have on hand with when you are planning or preparing for a Shtf scenario. Now, today I am by no means an expert. I just want to throw my opinions out there. There's a lot of survivalist forums that talk about ammo capacity. There's a lot of survival forums that talk about the flashiness or the persona of your weapon. But we're not going to get into all that. But we are going to get into ammo, just not ammo capacity. We're also going to get into weapon type. First of all, I'd like to throw this out there. First of all, you're not going to want a weapon that has a very uncommon caliber, and you're not going to want a weapon that is less superior, delivers small amount of kinetic energy and firepower, because essentially it's kind of like when you're hunting. The thing you're looking for is a big chunk of lead and kinetic energy. Also, you're not going to want to be the low end on the totem pole within the SHTF situation, which I'm saying is you're not going to want a bolt action rifle, because what if your advancing enemy has a semi-automatic rifle? Then you're going to be up shit's creek without a paddle, and quite frankly, you have a high tendency not to survive. So you want superior firepower, and you're going to want your superior firepower, which is semi-automatic firepower, when fairly common ammo, like a fairly common caliber. You want a caliber that almost everybody has. That is a gun owner, because there's a lot of liberals out there. No offense. Anyways, you're going to want a common caliber. I mean, try finding ammo for a 25-06 or 41 Magnum. Quite frankly, I never even knew that a 41 Magnum existed until yesterday. Anyways, so that's basically my point. You want a fairly common ammo that most of your advancing enemies, if you will have. But you're going to want superior firepower. So, like I said, a semi-automatic will serve you well. A design of your choice. But you just don't want to have a bolt action, because, quite frankly, you're going to be the low end of the totem pole, like I already said. But anyways, now I'm starting to repeat myself. You are going to want a backup pistol, but don't focus a lot on your backup pistol, because your backup pistol is supposed to be to service you for your backup. Like if your primary weapon, which would be your semi-automatic weapon, ran out of ammo, or you can service yourself and get the heck out of that situation that you're in by running away. But say you dropped your primary weapon, and you just found yourself in the middle of a gunfight and you want to go get it. Well, that's when you whip out the secondary weapon. But you're going to want your pistol to be essentially a semi-automatic as well, and like I said, a fairly common caliber. I mean, you're going to want a 9mm or a 40 or a 45. Like I said with the primary weapon, you're going to want to find a common caliber. Like your primary weapon would be a 223 or a 308. They're pretty common, and they're pretty common in 30-round magazines. And 30-round magazines are pretty much for semi-automatic weapons. So they're common, and they can deliver a hurting. So people talk about a shotgun for a SHTF scenario, and there's a situation when a shotgun can do you well. Like, say you don't have a semi-automatic and you cannot afford one. Well, then a shotgun is the second best option. I mean, it will be more superior than your pistol for sure. As far as intimidation factor, it's still pretty intimidating. Most home defense trainers teach that a shotgun would be the best home defense weapon, not only due to the fact that it spreads lead in a quite wide radius, but also it's very intimidating. I really wouldn't want a shotgun pointed at me. But anyways, so again, like always, you're gonna want to find a common caliber. Like, you're not gonna want a 16 gauge shotgun because they're not as common. You're gonna want like a 12 gauge or a 20 gauge, something that's common. But anyways, this is Carpybushcraft. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button, and like and comment if you want. And if you like this topic, stay tuned for more. Thank you and good night.